Yo, what's up, everybody? It's been a long time since you probably seen me on here streaming. Here's the reason why. So, back in early May, I was playing my computer, and unfortunately, my hard drive broke down, and my computer was out of commission for roughly 3 weeks. I got my computer back in early June. Since then, I've been going through lots of different things. I've been busy with work. I've been busy also playing Magic in person. I've been going to multiple tournaments. Um, but here, I'm back. And I'm ready to play some Magic online here for you guys. All right. So here's what's going on. We're playing a new deck. It's Modern Boros Energy with featuring Winota Joiner of Forces. So if you've been following my channel for quite some time, you should understand I like Winota. That's probably one of my favorite cards ever printed here in Magic. Don't get me wrong. I know a lot of people don't like the card because of how powerful it is in Commander. I don't play Commander. I play Modern. And I really enjoy Winota. And here's what the deck's going to be like. So it's going to be like the normal energy package. That's like Ocelot Pride, uh, the Soul Brother that gets you an energy and some life. Um, there's going to be lots of different things going on. So without further ado, let's get started. All right. So this deck is a 60 card main board, 15 card sideboard. Start with the land base. First off, we have 3 copies of Arena of Glory. This is a mainstay in any energy deck. For those that don't know, this will come in tap unless you control a mountain card. This taps to add red. You can pay 1 red and exert this land to add 2 red. And if that mana is spent on a creature spell, that creature will gain haste until the end of the turn. Not a bad card. You want to get your stuff hasty down, and this is great. We're running 4 copies of Arid Mesa, 3 copies of Bloodstained Mire, 2 copies of Elegant Parlor, 3 copies of Marsh Flats, 2 basic mountains, 1 basic plains, and 4 sacred foundries, equaling out to 22 lands in the deck. Now let's start with the 1 drops. You know how I said that 1 drop that can gain you some energy and some life? Well, that's called Guide of Souls. I don't know why I could not think of that card, but we're playing 4 copies of Guide of Souls, 4 copies of Ocelot Pride, 2 copies of Static Prison, 4 copies of Galvanic Discharge, and 2 copies of Ragavan Nimble Piffler. We're also playing 4 copies of Ajani Noctile Pariah, 3 copies of Voice of Victory, and 2 copies of Goblin Bombardment. And now we're also playing 4 copies of Seasoned Pyromancer, 3 copies of a new card from the Final Fantasy set, Lightning, Army of One. And she has First Strike, Trample, Lifelink, and whenever she deals damage to a player, until the next turn, if a source would deal damage to that player or a permanent that player controls, it deals double damage instead. And that's a pretty spicy effect. And we're also playing 2 copies of Flage, Titan of Fire's Fury. And the final card we're playing in our deck, good old Winota, 4 copies. So that's the main deck. Now let's move on to the sideboard. In the sideboard, we're playing 2 copies of Path to Exile, 2 copies of Ethersworn Canonist, 2 copies of Thraben Charm, 2 copies of Wrath of the Skies, 1 copy of Blood Moon, 1 copy of Magus of the Moon, 3 Obsidian Charmals, and 2 copies of Wear and Tear. Now, this deck is actually a featured deck from Dak Fagan 07. I'll leave a link in the description for his deck tech on this, and he did a fantastic job performing with this deck. The only difference between my deck and his deck is the land base is slightly different. Instead of Bloodstained Mire, he runs 3 copies of Flooded Strand. And instead of playing Path of Exile, he actually runs 2 more Static Prisons. He plays 1 more Magus. And that's about it. I believe that's the difference. Um, so, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and start playing some games. By the way, folks, this is my first stream ever on YouTube directly. Normally I do streaming on Twitch, but I decided to change it up this time and try it out on YouTube. So if this is the first time seeing me here on YouTube, nice to meet you. All right, game's been set. Let's see what happens. All right, so I have a 1 land hand, and it's a basic plains. I have to mulligan. 1, 2, 3, 4 lands. I'm gonna keep this. I'll put 1 elegant parlor back. I can fetch it out. Hmm. I wonder if my opponent's playing Amulet Titan. Well, I'll do an Arid Mesa and pass turn. Rumble. Okay. Not on Amulet Titan. Apparently there's a Kiora and a whole break of horror in there. Interesting. Chooses Kiora. Well, I'm gonna search. Gonna get that elegant parlor. Play it tapped. And also Val 1. Marsh Flats, I'll put that in the graveyard. Alright, untap. Find a lightning. I'm gonna do Marsh Flats, search for a basic, get that basic plains out. Then I'm gonna tap 2, play Voice of Victory, and pass turn. Roll Tragedy. What the heck is this? Whenever this creature enters or dies, you draw a card and discard or shuffle up to 4 target cards with mana value 3 or greater from your graveyard into your library. Okay. That's interesting. And draw a card and discard. Discards Omniscience. Oh boy. Hmm. Here's a Johnny. I'm gonna play a Bloodstained Mire, crack it, and then find, I think, a basic. 1, 2, 3. I'll play Flage. I'll cast Flage and get rid of this Oracle. Then I'll go to combat and I'll attack with Voice of Victory. Alright, shifting wood, but it's now became omniscience. Great. So now my opponent can cast anything they want for free. Okay. I choose something. Shared summons. Okay. Okay. Search your library for two creature cards with different names, put into your hand, then shuffle. Fail Wishes and Hullbreaker Horror. Casting Hullbreaker Horror. Casting another Granted. Turning my Voice of Victory back to my hand. Time Warp. Alright, I have a feeling my opponent's pretty much gonna win the game here. Yep. Yeah, I'm just gonna concede. Alright. What to do, what to do. I don't really know what I can do. I'll maybe do two Thraven Charms, maybe some Aethersworn Canonists, and maybe a Blood Moon. Actually, I'll put the Blood Moon back. I'll put Magus in. So I'll get rid of Bombardments, Ragavans, and maybe go down maybe one Season Pyromancer. We'll try that. We're playing first. Again with these one land hands. Mole. That's better. I'll put Winota back. Okay. Bloodstained Mire, crack it. Gonna find Sacred Foundry untapped. Tap for white, Guide of Souls, pass turn. Tap Breeding Pool. Marsh Flat. Cert. Basic Plains. Tap to a Johnny. Gain a life and an energy. Then make a 2-1. Gain a life and an energy. Up to 18. Go to combat. Attack. Toxinous Breeding Pool. There's that Oracle of Tragedy. Now he put on these Science Engrave. Alright, Marsh Flats. Search. I'm gonna get a Sacred Foundry. But I'm gonna do this first. I should have just let that come in tapped. I'll cast Raven Charm, exiling any number of target players' graveyards. I'll just do that person. Get rid of the Omniscience. Oh, come on. Man, I should have waited to my turn then. Or his turn. Um, I was going for 2. Maybe I can get a Johnny to flip. I guess not. Jolly Archaeologist. Another Johnny. Okay, I have an idea. I'll play the Johnny. Legend rule. Keep the one that can attack. Oh man. Yeah, so much for that. I'll just pass turn then. Surveil land. Not looking good. He's just gonna pass. Alright. Alright, there's a mountain. I think I'll try Winota and see what happens. Alright, he's gonna cycle Shark Typhoon. Make a shark. Okay, that's fine. And then Flare Denial it. Okay. Well, go to combat. I'll tackle all creatures. Opponent's down to 10. Person has Delirium. They're probably going to search. Up there's a Shifting Woodwood. Misty. Now there's another Johnny, but I'm just gonna play a seasoned Pyromancer this time. Into the Flood Mall of Johnny. Okay, that's fine. So I can make more elementals and get some more life. And I'll tap one for a Guide of Souls. Gain more life and an energy. Go to combat. I'll attack with these two. Now I'll trigger twice. I will pay the 3 energy. Put it here. And then I'll do it again. Put it on God of Souls. I'll attack for 7. Opponent doesn't block, goes down to 3. And he says, oops. Now there's your Shifting Woodland. I got a feeling my opponent's probably gonna use the effect to let it become Omniscience. Yep. And now my opponent can cast stuff for free. Here's Hullbreaker Horror. What's next? Subtly. Right. Well, I have a flyer. Oh, there's a Winota. My card. Okay. Think I got this. I'm gonna play this land. I'm gonna search for basic land. Look at this. Mountain. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Winota. Gain some life and an energy. Go to combat. Or play a guide. And let's go to combat. I'll attack with 4 creatures, get 3 triggers of Winota. Or, wow. I'll attack with all these creatures. 3 Winota triggers. Trigger 1. I'll get Voice of Victory. So now my opponent can't do anything on my turn. Lightning. And one more. None. Now we go with this. I will pay the energy. This will go on lightning. And then this one will be yes. I'll go on Voice of Victory. Let's see what happens. When it blocks lightning, blocks there. Alright, go to game 3. I'll bring in the wear and tears, and I'll return 1 Ether Swarm Canonist, and actually I just return both Canonists. Well, we're going into game number 3 now, and my opponent's probably going to go first. I'm going to keep. Opponent starts with a Surveil land. Use it on top. Alright, I'm going to go Arid Mesa, Search, Sacred Foundry, White Mana, Guide of Souls. Pass turn. It's a Shifting Woodland. Comes in tap 2 for Melodiant Rumble. Puts Rumble, Traverse, Island, and hold Rikahara into the graveyard. There's a Winota. I'm gonna do Bloodstained Mire, Search. I'm gonna go for the basic Mountain. White, red, Voice of Victory. Gain a life and some energy. Then I'll go to combat. I'll attack for 1. There's the archaeologist. There's a breeding pool coming in tapped. There's another voice of victory. I'll play this. I'll play voice of victory. Actually, I'll leave that mana up. Go to combat. I'll attack with voice. And guide us. Yeah, guide us souls too. I'll trigger. I'll make 2 1/1s. Give me some life back and some energy back. I will pay the energy. I'll put it on voice. Locks guide us souls. Takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I guess I'll just pass the turn. There's an Odawara. Alright, I'm gonna respond. Cast Thraben Charm to exile the graveyard. Alright, so I'm gonna break this. Go search for a Surveil land this time. Surveil 1. There's a Flage. I'll leave it on top. Okay. I'm gonna play Arid Mesa. I'm gonna search for a basic. I'm gonna do cast Flage. Flage will deal 3 damage to my opponent. go to combat. 3 in the air. I will increase my voice of victory. Opponent goes to 4. And I'll pass. Cycles a shark type food. Okay. I win. Alright, that was a pretty tough match. Let's go ahead and try again. Most of the time, I think when you play against someone playing Omniscience, it's normally not good for you. Because they're just going to cast a lot of things for free, and you would pretty much play solitaire with themselves, and then pretty much kill you in one shot. I was probably lucky to beat that player. Alright, time to play. One light. That's better. I'll put one card back. I'll put one of these at Johnny's back. Maybe. Alright, let's play. Cameo. Okay. I'll start with Sacred Foundry, tap for white, Guide of Souls, pass turn. Attacks with Tameo, makes a clue. Alright. Do a Sacred Foundry tapped. Then I'll do white for another Guide of Souls. Gain a life and an energy. Then I'll go to combat. I'll attack for 1. And that's it. Pass turn. Opponent goes 16. Finds Undercity Sewers, so Surveil 1. Back to their turn. Plays a Thundering Falls. I'm gonna play a Plains. I'm gonna play Flage. I gain 2 life and 2 energy. I'm gonna try to get rid of a Tameo. Alright, Tameo's gone. I'll attack for 2. No. No. Phone's at 14. Phone's gonna crack a clue, draw a card. Play the Scalding Tar and passing. Okay. I'm gonna play an Arid Mesa. I'll search and get a basic. I'll do red white for Voice of Victory. Gain 2 and 2 energy. Maybe. Seaver Exarch. Okay. I'll float white. Alright. And I'll tap another white for a Johnny. Johnny makes its friend. So I'm gonna get 4 energy out of this. And I'm gonna go to combat. I'll attack my 2 guides. They both trigger. I will pay the energy 1-on-1. And then the other on the other. I'll attack him for 6. Opponent goes down to 8. Goes down to 7. Splinter Twin. Great. I had the Splinter Twin. Now they're gonna make token copies of everything. I'm just gonna concede because I know how this goes. Alright. I'll remove the Ragavans. And 1 Seasoned Pyromancer. I'll do 2 Thraben Charms. And maybe a Wear Tear. I'll try that. Alright, I'm playing first. I can keep that hand. I'll start with a Sacred Foundry and then an Ocelot Pride. Alright, Sacred Foundry, untap, white, Ocelot Pride. Pass turn. Honda just plays a shock land like that. I'll play an Arid Mesa. I'll go to combat and attack. Okay. And I'm done. I'm gonna search for Surveil land. Galvanic Discharge, I can put on the grave. Another Elegant Parlor. I'll do Bloodstained Mire, search. I'll get a mountain. Then I'll do Seasoned Pyromancer. Oh man. Alright. Passing the turn. Opponent surveils. Casts a Thunder Trap Trainer. Alright. Engineered Explosives. Okay. Now I'll do it again. Elegant Parlor tapped. Arena of Glory. I'll put under the graveyard. I'll play Seasoned Pyromancer again. This time I get it. I'll get rid of one Winota and Galvanic Discharge. Get that. And I'll just pass turn. Oh wow. Has to pay 3 life for that. Alright. Cast Winota. Alright. Let's go to combat. Cast a Deceiver Exarch. That's fine. That's fine. You picked the wrong person. That's fine. Alright. I'll attack with these 2 elementals. That's going to trigger Winota 2 times. A Voice of Victory. And with the second one, out of souls. Plays a Psychic Frog. Alright. Let's have one for a Static Prison. I'm going to try to get rid of Deceiver Exarch. I'll do a Guide of Souls. Gain a life and an energy. I'll go to combat. Attack, attack. That's going to trigger a few things. up to 7 energy. I will pay 3 on got Voice of Victory. And I'll put 2 on Winota. Six and 3 is 9. One goes to 1. I'm gonna do something first. I'll cast Thraben Charm on the frog. Okay. That one good. Let's go to the last game. Alright. I think I'll keep this. Opponent starts with a Surveil land. I'm gonna thin the deck out. I'm gonna search for his tap land. I'll Surveil. Green of Glory. I'll put it in the graveyard. There's Tamio. Alright. I'll do a Bloodstained Mire, Cert. I'll get a Mountain. Probably Goblin Bombardment. Opponent attacks. Makes a clue. Plays a frog. Alright. I'm gonna do Bloodstained Mire, tap for white, Static Prison on the frog. And then I'll pass the turn. Opponent attacks with Tamio, makes another clue. And then preordains. Okay. I have a feeling you're looking for a land. There's their land. Comes in untapped. Drawing a card. I'll put that in the stack. I'll search for an Elegant Parlor. There's a Lightning. I'll leave her on top. Alright, Tamio's gonna flip. Increase. I will prevent. I'll do a mountain. I'm gonna play Seasoned Pyromancer. I'll discard Lightning and an Arid Mesa. Draw 2, and I'll tap 1 for an Ocelot Pride. And then I'll pass. Increases Tameo. I'll pay the energy again. I'll do Arena of Glory. There's City's Blessing. I'll do Guide of Souls. Okay. Then in that case, let's try Winota. Okay. Go to combat. I know the Pride and the token won't deal any damage. Seasoned Pyromancer will decrease by 1. I want to get the triggers off. I'll attack the opponent. Yep. 3 triggers of Tameo and 2 triggers of Winota. First one. Oh, Winota. Sure. I'll pick Tameo and then I'll choose this one. And trigger 2. Voice of Victory. And I'll attack opponent. Toss a card. Fatal pushes Winota. I'll activate. Oops. I'll activate Goblin Bombardment, doing 1 to Tameo. I'll sack in response. Old seasoned pyromancer, that's fine. So I'm going to sacrifice that. Play a tap land. Play another prod. No attack. Attacking for 1. Gains flying. Okay. Opponent's gonna deal damage and draw a card. I'm gonna play another Ocelot Pride. And I'll pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remove from the game. Make 2 elementals. Go to the end step. I don't know if I gain life. Never mind. There's a Seer X art. Okay. Nope, there it is. Good games. I think we'll play one more game. and complete this. Preordain. That's a pretty cool preordain. Alright, so I'll do Bloodstained Mire, Search, Sacred Foundry, Guide of Souls. Pass the turn. Okay. Prismatic ending into a preordain. Alright, I'll do Arena of Glory, Ocelot Pride, and then Ragavan. Gets rid of Ragavan. Okay, we're gonna do Arid Mesa. I'll try a Johnny here. Make some cats. Then I'll go to combat. Attack with a Pride. Okay, he goes 19. I go to 18. I'll make a cat. Opponent searches. Finds a shadowy backstreet. And concedes. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna remove the Ragavans. And I'll put in I'll bring some Thraben Charms. And I'll remove one of Johnny for no, I didn't see any creatures. I'll do Ether Stone Canonist. Looks like a pretty good hand. I'm gonna keep. Not Hill Spellbomb. Okay. Alright. I do a Bloodstained Mire, and I'll just pass. Okay. What? What happened? Okay. GG. That was weird. All right, everybody, that's going to conclude today's video. Thank you for watching this video. So we went 2-1. We lost to Splinter Twin, but we beat an Omni Science deck and then an Esper Control deck. Um, I really enjoyed this Winota Energy deck, and hopefully you'll try this deck out somehow, either in person or on Moto. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel here on YouTube, and have a great rest of your day. Bye bye for now. Hi, thank you for watching this video. If you are new to my channel, right over here, you can subscribe to my channel. And if you want to see the latest videos from my channel, right over here, you may see the latest videos from my channel. You may also see me live on Twitch. Thank you.